one that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Check 26.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
On play action, it's Carr.
Hey, let's get there.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I'm on.
Now a play fake. Carr. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Hey, 734. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Check. Express. Motion.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Elliott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Green here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, it's Green, and he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way, and he got it by maybe the length of a football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing is Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On second down, it's Green. And this may be a carbon copy, as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
Box it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Green. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
day, dog.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and a mile.
59, 59. Hey, 88, 88, 88. That's the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Night, sweetheart. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
59 Mike. Check, 59. You don't want this. Check 59, Mike.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch twist.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike's 50. Check pass. Hey, alert 3.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 50. Here we go.
To throw, it's Carr. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
6:37. Mike 50,
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I got him. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out, and his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 6-man. Check 30. Check curls. Check curls.
Rodgers looking to throw.
Rushed in.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd down now, it's Green, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Green. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.